Hello students, very good morning to all. Hope you are doing well. So this is our third video lecture actually. Okay. So in our previous lecture we have discussed a lot of things of this chapter. Now today we are going to discuss actually the functions of root. In our previous lecture or in our previous video we have seen about, you can say, characteristics of the root. Now today we are going to discuss the functions of the root. What are the functions of the roots? Okay, so let us discuss the functions of the root one by one. So root is a very important part of a plant. It performs various functions of the plants. Okay, so find out the functions one by one. So there are a few activities. Through these activities we are going to find out the functions of the roots. Okay, so first activity is that activity 1.4. So what this activity tells? This activity tells us that go to a garden or a field, try to pull out plants from the soil, then what do you find? What do you find? Is it easy to pull the plants from the soil? Obviously not. Okay, so if you are going to do this activity, if you are going to perform this activity, then you will see that it is not so much easy for all the plants to just pull them from the soil. Okay, and you need a hoe or a khurpi, okay, to dig the soil. Okay, so basically the above activity, that means this activity shows that roots help in holding the plants firmly in the soil. Okay, so basically this is one very important work of the root or functions of the root, that it can hold the soil very strongly so that in any circumstances the plant can't be uprooted easily. Okay, you can uproot the plant, but you have to you have to put a lot of force on it. Okay, then only it can be uprooted. Okay, so basically they are said to anchor the plant to the soil. Basically they just grab the soil or hold the soil, and the root has a main root. Okay, so basically a root has a main root. Yesterday we have discussed, and in the picture you can see here that if this is the root, so it has a main root like this. Okay, and then some sub roots are there. That means if this is the main root, then there are plenty of sub roots are there like this. Okay, and we have already discussed that root is the underground part of the plant. Okay, and from it many small side branches arise. Side branches means these kind of things. These are the side branches. Many side branches arise. Okay, it will depend, or it varies from plant to plants. Okay, so these spread in the soil and provide extra anchoring, okay, to the plant. Okay, so this will provide extra grip to the plant. Okay, so this is activity very easy one. I hope all of you can understand, because we have discussed previously that tap root or fibrous root. So in the fibrous root you have seen that how many branches are there. Okay, so they just hold the soil very firmly, okay, so that we can't uproot it easily. Okay, now let us discuss the next activity, which we call activity 1.5. okay, that means this activity tells us that take two pots, okay, label them A and B. So two pots are there, we just label them at pot A and pot B. Okay, fill them with soil. Now go to the garden and select two weeds of the same kind. Okay, so we have to go to the garden and we have to select two weeds of the same kind. Okay, dig them out. We have to dig the plants out and take care that their roots do not break. Okay, this is very important. We have to take care that the roots should be intact. Okay, they should not be break. Okay, now plant one of the weed in pot A, cut off the roots from the other weed and plant in pot B. Now you can see here that plant root is there in the first case. You can see here these are the roots, but here no roots are there. We have cut the roots here. Okay, now we are going to perform the activities. Okay, that means first one is with root. The plant is with root. We call it as plot A, and in the case of pot B, okay, no root is there, okay, that means the plant is without root, okay, and we have to water them regularly, and we have to observe the plant after a week. So what do you observe? Are both the plants healthy? Obviously not, because in pot A remains healthy while pot B it dries up, okay. Pot A it will remains healthy, but pot B it will dries up. Why it will dries up? So from the above activity we can conclude that root hair absorb water and minerals, okay, these are very important. Root hairs absorb water and minerals from the soil. These pass through the root system, okay, and shoot system, and finally reach the leaves. And we have already discussed that in the leaves trees can prepare or plants can prepare their food, okay. Okay, so let me rub all these things. So I hope students this activity is clear to you, very easy one. Nothing much is there in this activity. What we have to do, we have to take two plants, okay, of the same kind, and we have to put the plants in a pot. So in the first kind roots are there, in the second kind we have cut the root, and then we will observe that after few days or after 2 to 3 days what will happen. So we will see that the plant with no roots, it will dries after a week, okay. Okay, so students, then let us discuss the next activity then, okay. If it is clear, let us discuss the next activity. Next activity means activity 1.6, just have a look. So activity 1.6 tells us that take two pots, fill them with soil. We have to take two pots and we have to fill them with soil. Now plant grass in pot A and leave pot B, okay. Like that, only water them daily for a week, okay. Now place both the pots inclined under the tap, okay. If we place the pot inclined under the tap, then what will happen? And let the water be over the pots. So what will happen? So the thing is that what we have to do in this thing, that we have to take two pots, okay, we have to fill them with soil and plant grass in pot A and leave pot B as it is, okay. That means in pot A, what will happen if this is pot A and if this is pot B? So we put some grass on it, okay, but pot B we just leave as it is, okay. Only soils are there, only soils are there. Here soils are there, but one grass plant is also there. So what do we observe? The soil from pot A does not wash out in the soil from pot B, flows out with water. So if we just put some water on it, then what will happen? We will see that the soil from pot A does not wash out, okay. The soil from pot A does not wash out, while the soil from the pot B flows out with water. Why? Because these roots, we have discussed, these fibrous roots attract the soil, they just hold the soil. That's why if we just put some water, if we drain it, then the soil will not flows with the water, okay. So this activity shows that roots of plant holds the soil particles together, okay. So this activity shows that obviously that roots are basically they hold the soil particles together. So the soil is neither blown away by air or nor swept by water. This is very important, okay. I hope it is clear, students. If it is clear, then let us move to the next part. So now students, let me tell you one thing, that we have seen many activities in this chapter, okay, and few activities. In each activities there are some assumptions, okay, assumptions or conclusions. So the conclusions are very important, okay. So next part is our shoot system, okay. So let us discuss the shoot system. Okay, so in this shoot system, students, let me tell you, root systems we have already discussed. Root system means the underground part of the plant, okay, and shoot system means above the ground, that means this part we call it as shoot system, okay. Now let us discuss one by one about shoot system. So in this shoot system part, shoot system is the aerial part or upper part of the plant, okay. It includes main stem, branches, leaves, buds, okay, flowers, fruits and seeds. So many things are there. It includes main stem, it includes branches, leaves, buds, okay, flowers, fruit and seeds. Now let us read about different parts of the shoot system, okay, and functions performed by all of them, okay. So let us discuss with stem, okay. Now to discuss stem, here is an activity, so let us discuss the activity which we call as activity 1.7. So what this activity tells students? This activity basically tells us that take a glass and fill 1/3 of it with water, okay. So we have to take a glass and we have to fill 1/3 with it, 1/3 of it with water, okay, and add few drops of red ink in it, okay. So what we are going to do, we just take a glass, we take 1/3 of the glass water, okay, glass of water, and we add few drops of red ink on it and stir very well, okay, so that the red ink will mix with the water very properly, okay. Now take a tender twig with leaves, okay. So here you can see a very short leaves we have taken, or you can say that herb type leaves we can take. Cut the base of the stem obliquely and put it in the glass, okay. So base of the stem we just cut it and we just put it in the water, okay, and leave the setup overnight. That means we have to put it for a night. Then what will happen? What do we observe? We observe in the next day. So basically we observe red color lines through the stem and leaves. So what do we will observe? We will observe basically this red color will goes on this stem part also and this leaves also. So we will find out some red spot or red part in the stem part and in the, you can say, leaves also, okay. So this is the activity. Now what do we conclude? The conclusion is very much important. So what do we conclude from this activity? Let me tell you that what do we conclude. Let me rub first all of this. Now what do we conclude? Conclusion, you can see here the picture, okay, this is the picture actually, okay. Water moves up the stem, see. Now this activity, from this activity we can conclude that water moves up the stem because we have taken red water here, it is red, okay. We have taken red water here, okay, we have taken red water here, and now this red water will goes upward through the stem, okay. But how does water reach to the other parts? To find this, you can cut the stem and look for the presence of red color, okay, inside the stem. So after the activity you can cut the stem and you can find out that in which portion the red color will goes on, okay. So this shows that water and minerals dissolves in water go to the leaves and other plant parts attached to the stem, okay, through narrow tubes present inside them. So we conclude them that in the stem part very narrow tubes are there. Very narrow tubes are there. These are narrow tubes, and through these narrow tubes, or you can say a straw-like structure, okay. So with these straw-like structures, they can absorb the minerals, okay, and they can attract the minerals and water, and they just spread all the things to all the parts, okay. So this is our stem part and functions of the stem parts. That things we have already discussed, okay. Now next part is leaves, okay. So leaves we will discuss in our next video, okay. So I hope up to this it is clear. So what you have to do, students, you have to read the text, okay, because this is all the things are from your text. So read your text properly, and in our next video lecture we will discuss the leaves part, okay. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you all.